So we'll begin by setting ourselves up to meditate, getting what we need, making ourselves comfortable. And starting to gather our attention around the way we're sitting, around our body. So I often ask myself at the beginning of a meditation, how much of me is sitting here, is actually on my seat, and that sort of helps me gather up any bits that aren't present. So I want to be aware of my contact with the floor, my contact with the seat, aware of whether I'm hot or cool. So these are very direct sensations which helps me bring myself present. So I'm choosing to focus on these sensations so that I can kind of fall away from anything I was thinking about before. So I'm turning my thoughts, my mind towards the meditation in quite a natural way. I'm still thinking that maybe it's a bit warm in here. Maybe I've got an itch somewhere. Maybe some parts don't feel that comfortable. I just become aware of everything. And then look around to see if there's any pleasure in my current experience, either in the mind or the body. And yes, I can feel that I'm sitting with some stability, which feels reassuring in a certain way. So looking around, inside, outside your body, to notice anything that's mildly pleasant, maybe more than mild. How is the belly? Is it soft and at ease? Are your arms and hands relaxed, or are they wanting to do something? Only noticing. And now we'll let go of a couple of breaths, letting go of a couple of out breaths. And on the in-breath, noticing how the whole body expands, not just the belly, but subtly everything is sort of raised and opened with that in-breath. So as we breathe in and notice how the body expands with the in-breath, allowing the body to be looser. So that our skin is not so fixed and dense. Feeling it permeable. The whole skin can breathe. And as we breathe in and feel the raise and opening of the body, we could imagine air coming in all our pores. And on the out breath, we give it all up. We give up that breath. relaxing. We're not looking for any particular experience. And so as to reduce that gap between meditation and non-meditation, just stop meditating for a moment or two. You could keep your eyes closed if you like. I'm not meditating. I'm just sitting here, alive, awake, and relaxed. On holiday. So what we'll do now to engage more deeply with our wider practice we're going to imagine that we're coming along to sit with the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. We're not facing him, we're not looking at him, but we're going to take our seat beside the Buddha. Perhaps there's some kusa grass in a little pile beside him, waiting for us to sit on. So let's sit down beside the Buddha. He's gained enlightenment and he's still here beneath the Bodhi tree, experiencing this vast vision, experience compassion for the world. We have a massive trunk of tree behind us as we sit beside the Buddha. And the branches and the leaves of the tree create a canopy over ourselves and the Buddha. Perhaps the leaves are rustling slightly in the breeze. And although it's hot, underneath this canopy, it's cool. So for a few minutes we'll tune in to how it feels to be sitting here beside the Buddha. Our guide, our teacher, who has gained enlightenment, and we're sharing his space under the Bodhi tree, meditating quietly beside him. Feeling his presence, feeling his wisdom. I'm going to be quiet now for about 5 minutes as we sit beside the Buddha in his enlightened state, allowing that to permeate us. Feel the love and compassion of the Buddha. And noticing now how we're feeling. Taking attention to our heart, how are we feeling around our hearts? Noticing if there's any tenderness, softness there. And noticing how our mind is. Did we manage to engage with simply being with the Buddha? Perhaps some of our thoughts have quietened. And coming back to the rhythm of the breath. Noticing that feeling as we breathe in of expansion. Letting in breath through all the pores of our body. Our whole body opening up as we breathe in. However subtly, notice a sense of opening and the relaxing and releasing on the out-breath. Relaxing and releasing on the out-breath. And to encourage a sense of spaciousness and openness as we breathe in. Instead of imagining breath entering us, breathing in spaciousness. So this isn't physical spaciousness. It's not conceptual spaciousness. It's a spaciousness that is open, empty, vast. So breathing in that vast openness. The endless potentiality inside us. Nothing there, completely empty. And breathing in that openness. Not changing our breath in any way, however subtle the breath. Openness, emptiness, spaciousness inside us and outside of us. And we'll take our attention to the end of the out-breath, where we can drop more deeply into that universal spaciousness, boundary of our body dropping away completely. No boundary. Every out-breath falls away into total emptiness, spaciousness, expansiveness. No pushing, no effort, simply letting go. Into that out-breath. So as each thought arises, again and again and again, every thought, allowing it, allowing every one of them to fade away into that out-breath. So they never get a hold, however bright and interesting they are. They release themselves into that beautiful spaciousness. So we'll continue having more and more, deeper and deeper awareness of that spaciousness, inside, outside, no different. Relaxing more and more deeply into it, a sense of really letting go, and especially allowing every thought to dissolve into that space. And we can sit on longer if we would like to. Relaxing in that open space. Each thought disappearing, evaporating, melting with every out-breath.